ahead and make sure we are recording. It looks like you guys can hear and see my screen clearly. And again, the link to the group is there. And if for whatever reason, maybe if we decide to send this out as a replay, if you want to jump in our group, My Internet Traffic System group, you can. If you go to Facebook and you just type in My Internet Traffic System and ask to join the group, we'll let you in. And it's a great place to connect with us. All right. So with that being said, we have a lot of people. We have a packed house. And again, I know you could be anywhere in the world and you're here, and I'm excited for you. I know that tonight is going to be a major breakthrough for a lot of people. I definitely want to get your feedback. So before I get started, if this is your first time on a My Internet Traffic System webinar, if you're not really even sure who I am, if you're here out of curiosity, if you're like, what is this guy all about? What kind of crap is he going to try to sell me tonight? Any of those questions, if it's your first time, go ahead and raise your hand on the control panel. There's a little yellow, I believe it to be yellow or maybe red, little hand button. Just want to see who's new, and here's who's here for the first time. Awesome, welcome, guys. All right, well, I encourage you to definitely stay to the end. I'll make sure I get all your questions answered, and you'll never forget. At least for me, I'll never forget the first workshop that I went to. That really was kind of that thing that helped me kind of move the needle to really get to where I am today, and that's what we're going to really focus on tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it and get started. All right, so by show of hands, who wants to know how to turn your marketing into a revenue stream? Go ahead and raise your hand if you want to learn how to basically, create a situation to where every time you spend money on marketing your business, you actually make money, right? I mean, how many people are, get scared to promote their business because they're afraid to market because they're like, man, if I spend money on this marketing campaign, maybe it won't be profitable. And trust me, I completely understand if that's you. And we're going to focus on really learning how to do that tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me see. Let me go through the questions loud and clear. I can hear you. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Ventreat. I'm actually the founder of My Internet Traffic System. You may have heard of it as MITS, which is short for My Internet Traffic System. I've been a full-time internet marketer since 2008. And I'm not going to go into my entire story because there's a lot of content I want to cover. But if you want to learn more about my story, I'll just tell you this. I started off in very rough times in terms of where I was financially with my business, in terms of being in the real estate industry, and stumbled onto this industry. And for me, it was really all about finding something that I could control. And what I could control was who saw my product when I learned about the internet. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. I really want to help you shift the way that you're positioned and not have fear of marketing and understand that marketing is actually a revenue stream. You can actually create a situation where the more money you spend on marketing, actually the more money you will make. All right, so let's jump into the game plan. All right, so tonight I'm going to basically share with you how to overcome your fear when it comes to buying products or spending money on marketing. Today I was online quite a bit. I did a post on Facebook. I kind of asked the question to some people. I said, hey, if why do a lot of people ask for things for free? Why when we know that answers to some of the best questions, sometimes you have to dig a little bit. So why is it that people expect to get all of this information without actually investing in themselves and learning? And it was interesting, a lot of the feedback that I got. A lot of people would say, I'm skeptical of buying products, and a lot of the answers that I got were a lot out of fear. And it's completely understandable if you're afraid to spend money because, again, if we're not programmed to invest in ourselves, to be entrepreneurs, I mean, all of the things that we do, we're programmed from birth, right? To, basically go to school, get a good job, and work our way up, right? So if someone tells you to buy a product and implement these strategies and think like an entrepreneur, it's completely different than the way that we're programmed. So all of the answers that I got, I completely understand the point of view, but it's my job as your coach and mentor to show you a different side, right? Because that other side that operates off of fear is the side that doesn't create any kind of revenue or any type of lifestyle that you really want. All right, so we're going to talk about that today. We're also going to focus on basically teaching you how to focus on creating and developing your biggest asset online. All right, for me, it's one of those things when I know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing or when I know why I'm doing something, it makes it easier for me to build a business, right? If I know exactly why I'm marketing, if I know exactly why I'm building a list, okay, it makes it more, I guess, a lot easier for me to continue to do something over a long period of time. So, for example, some people just say, hey, you should know these traffic strategies. That's just part of what you should know. There's a lot of moving parts and pieces that you have to understand. We're going to focus on that today, on really getting you to understand why we're doing these things. Then we're going to break into the MIT system. I'm going to explain to you how it works. Again, MIT stands for My Internet Traffic System. For those of you who are just getting here, we're going to break that down and explain to you how it works. Then we'll open it up at the end for some questions and answers so you guys can get your questions answered. And also, I'm going to, like always, at the end of webinars, when a lot of people start jumping off, I always kind of break into even a bonus training session. I'm going to show you guys some stuff with MITS pages and how you can actually use that to build your business as well. All right. So let's jump into it. So how to overcome fear. All right. So, fear is one of those things that I don't think you ever, like, for example, will not be afraid of things. Okay. You're always going to have fear. You just learn how to manage it differently. All right. And that's the thing. So you want to actually be more afraid of your current situation because your current situation can actually change, which is why I tell people all the time, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. Right. So if you're afraid, okay, don't worry. It's natural to be afraid. It's just how do you actually deal with that fear? Because there are certain people that come up against a wall, right, and they get scared and they go the other way. But there's other people that climb over that wall and now they have the answers to help other people get over that wall, and those are individuals that make money, right? So we have to be able to manage our fear. Okay, you have to realize that life gives you choices, okay? The guy with the Ferrari that pulls up next to you, the guy that goes into his 20,000 square foot mansion, okay, that guy just made different choices than you. Think about it, okay? We all were born as babies with no knowledge. Now, granted, I understand there are some people that are born into, a lot better circumstances where they didn't have to really work for the Ferrari or mansion. But the reality of it is a lot less of those individuals than you may think. Most people worked very hard for what it is they have. And those individuals made different types of choices. All right, so we're going to really focus on that because I want you guys to understand those different types of choices that you can make to get what it is that you want. And also, I want you to understand that you are worthy of what it is that you get. Some people, if you've ever heard someone say, a lot of times when people say, money is the root of all evil, it's because they don't have any. If you've ever heard people say that. Because if you would offer that same person $1 million, I guarantee you they'd probably take it. Okay, what makes money, sometimes bad is what people choose to do once they get it. Okay, if you change your way of thinking and say, I can do more good and help more people if I acquire more money, okay, money obviously isn't the root of all evil. But these are all the ways that we basically, program ourselves to deal with a certain fact, I'm not making money, or people with money are bad. Okay, well, if that's what you think, then you won't ever have financial freedom. Okay, I know a lot of people that make a lot of money, do a lot of good things in the world. And if that's what you want to do, you can do that. Okay, so don't fear failure. Embrace it. Okay, I mean, if you ever see people that say, I don't want to be with that person because they failed. Well, that person that failed has a lot of life experiences that you could probably learn from. Without failure, you're just a person who lived an ordinary life. Think about it. If you live life safe and you've never failed at anything, like, that's just a boring way of living, right? The last I looked, most ordinary people are ordinary. That's why we call them ordinary. They're not really extraordinarily wealthy. Maybe they're not broke, okay, but they live an ordinary life. If that's what you want, then I'm probably not the mentor for you because I'm the kind of mentor that's going to stretch you beyond belief. Okay, because I want you to know that there's more out there. Okay, from what I know, I don't know what's going to happen to me with once I'm off this earth. Hopefully, I go to heaven, but we really. Truly, we don't know what's going to exactly happen, right? But all I know is that I can control what I do at this very moment on earth, right? And I want to live my life in an extraordinary way and try to help as many people as possible. And the only way that I can do that is to continue to grow and put myself in a position where if I do fail, now I have information that I can basically share with others. Okay, there's a difference between failure and quitting. You see, I've failed at way more things than I've been successful from, but those failures have allowed me to be successful in things that I've done, great at. And the beauty of life and business is it only takes you one thing that you've done to be great, to be wealthy. Or you could fail at a million things. In fact, I was actually looking at an individual the other day who's failed at, I think it was like 20 businesses. And now the guy's worth $500 million. He failed at 20 businesses that he started. People literally laughed at him. Finally, one guy gave him a chance to, to start this another venture. Now the guy's worth $500 million. So that's just an example of what if you would have took that guy and said, oh, you were a failure. He took those failures and all those things that he failed at, and he basically moved on and was able to create an amazing life and business for himself. So why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary? And the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Okay, it's that point when you do something and you're ready to quit. One person quits, one person pushes through. Now he has the answers, the other person is lost forever. Okay, that's the difference. That little minor tweak that happens inside, really between our ears. It's mostly mental. It's mostly mindset. All right. So the only thing you should fear is fear itself. All right. So you're either getting better or getting worse. So let's make this real. All right. So my first job out of college was actually out of this building. Okay. I worked at ING Direct. Okay. I think I was 22, 23 years old. And I went to college on a full ride athletic scholarship. I was a football player. And really growing up, I thought that I was going to be playing football in the NFL. I mean, no one could tell me any differently. And I remember my dad who was a successful businessman. I never really seen anyone work harder. Every single day in a suit, out the door to work. And that's kind of where I think I got my consistent work ethic. Like, you got to work hard. And he would tell me, he'd say, you may make it to the NFL, you may not. Okay, but you're smart. I didn't make it. He was a track athlete, my dad, and he's like, I didn't make it to the Olympics, but I was still able to make it in business. And as a kid, I would actually, to be honest, get really upset. Like, I'd go in my room, you didn't think I'm going to make it, right? But growing up, I realized what he was basically telling me was that, hey, there's a lot of ways for you to get what it is you want. Okay, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. But that's not the only thing that you have to rely on. But my office in this building, I remember I sat somewhere like right here. Okay, because I would look out at these cars, and this is like a street. You can't really see it. But I would look out at the cars, and I remember seeing, and this was in like, it wasn't Beverly Hills. It was out in, can't even think of the city, but it was a nice area of Los Angeles. And I remember every day I would see Bentleys. I would see, one time I remember the president actually drove by, and there was this barricade. I could see everything from right outside of my window. And I would walk to lunch, and I would see people in Ferraris and Rolls Royces and just all these cars and just wealth just all around me. And at the time, it was my first job. My salary was like $22,000. And I think after bonuses, I think I was going to make like $30,000 a year. And I remember going up to the manager and asking him and saying, like, how much do you make? Right. And he said, oh, I make $37,000. I'll be at $42,000 soon. This is a great job. How long have you been working here? 10 years. Like, really? 10 years? You're making, barely $10,000 or $20,000 more than me. And $40,000, I'm looking at the cars driving by. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to afford that. And I remember thinking to myself how excited that individual was. And I always wanted more. Okay. And for me, I look at people's lives, and it's like we're programmed to live these ordinary lives. And we don't have to. Nothing against working for $42,000 a year. That's just not me. And again, if you want me to be your mentor or coach, I'm going to stretch you beyond that, because I believe that you're worth well over that. Because I want you to create a lifestyle and a life that can support generations from now, right? Where you hand things down. Because the fact of the matter is, guys, in fact, this company, I believe, was sold. And, the jobs that were there before when I was coming up, they're no longer there because technology is taking over, right? I mean, I don't want my kid, and I'm a new father. I just had my first child a little over a week ago. So I'm looking at my child, and I'm like, I don't want them to be programmed this way. Okay, I don't want everyone so excited about working 10 years for $10,000 more when we can create our own economy, right? So that was my first job, and it let me, and I wanted to share that story with you because we really have two options in life. Okay, we can play the game that you're playing now. Okay, you can play that game, and you can, and ask yourself this question. I want you to picture your checking account right now. Okay, all the choices we make, all the things that we believe that we know. Is your checking account or your savings account where it should be, where you want it to be, where you'd like to see it be, right? And we played the game with the way that we thought it should be played. Okay, we've done the things up until now that we thought we should do, and that's where it has gotten us. Okay, is that the life that we want to live? Or you can play a different game. Okay, you can choose to play big. Okay, you may fail. Okay, it may not work. We understand that. But these are all choices that we get to make in this world. Exactly. I see someone said Westwood. That's exactly where it was. All right. So this is the thing that I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to play big. So raise your hand if you guys are willing to play big. Okay. Raise your hand if you're like, you know what? Let's just give it a try. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? Let's play the game big. Let's see what happens. Okay, and let's leave something of value. Let's basically, teach the people around us that there is a better way than this 9-to-5 grind that, our school systems teach our kids. And it's sad because that's just not what's going to happen in my household. I feel sad because I know the kind of lifestyle and what I'm going to teach my kid, and I can see, like, when people are sending their kids to school and they're so excited for them to go to college, and they get out and they land that job, $22,000 a year, with the possibility 10 years from now, going to, I don't know, 40,000. Because that's the lifestyle that we want to basically live. Absolutely not. All right. So my goal as your coach is to help you play big by showing you the path to success that I have taken and continue to take daily. Now, here's the thing I want you guys to understand about me. Okay, you may have seen some of the things I've been able to do or accomplish online. I'm not satisfied with those things. Okay, for me, I'm just getting started. Now, to another person looking at it, they may say, "Wow, you've accomplished a lot of stuff." Like for me, I believe you're either getting better or you're dying. You're either growing or you're dying. There's no staying the same. Okay. And there's always another level. I remember one of my mentors said to me, he's like, if Oprah, now I want you to think about this. If Oprah, no, he said, if Bill Gates woke up with Oprah's money, he'd want to jump off a bridge. Okay. If you think about that, it's like, really? That's the difference when I say there's a different level. So for me, when I'm thinking, like, you may think, oh, this guy has it all together. Okay, cool. But I want more. And I want to continue to grow because I want to be able to give you more. I want to be able to teach you more of how you can actually get better. And for me, that's extremely important if you want to live a life that a lot of people only dream of, but it doesn't have to be a dream. All right. So another thing you should know that I will never ask you to do anything that I have not done. Okay. When I teach you how to build network marketing businesses, I've done it. I'm not sharing with you information and strategies that I did 5 years ago. There's stuff that I'm doing today. All right. And I think that that's really, something that a lot of us as leaders, we have to basically stay in the trenches and not ask our students and people that we train to do things that we haven't do if we're not willing to do them ourselves. All right. So I want you guys to check this out. Okay. Because this is important. Okay. There is a science to everything that is based off of numbers. Okay. I want you to understand that everything that you see in this world, in terms of things that you can accomplish, a lot of times there's a scientific fact and it's always based off of numbers. So check this out. All right. So these people here, this person is that person. Okay. This person is that person. This person is that person. And these people lost over 50% of their body weight in 1 year. Okay. Now, if you saw this person right here walking down the street and they said, and all of a sudden they disappeared, went into a door and came out and was this person, and they said that they did it in a year and you can do it too, would you believe them? You say, well, what are they doing, right? Or like there'd be some kind of question that we would ask. But my point in sharing, we're going to dig deep into this, is you got to think big and you got to let go of all of your limiting beliefs, okay? Because the limiting beliefs are going to keep you where you are right now. Okay, these people made basic choices. And by the way, these are pictures from the show Extreme Weight Loss. You guys should watch it, by the way. One of my favorite shows, one of the most motivating shows, I think, on TV. Because it takes people that are literally at their breaking point. And these people in 1 year's time, 365 days, they weigh in. And they're completely different people based off of the choices that they make. Okay, and I've seen so many people come into the home business industry like this, maybe not overweight, but like that mentally. This is where I felt like I was when I got into the industry. Broke, days away from foreclosure, literally didn't have a car, didn't know what I was going to do at that point. Okay, athletics, football didn't work for me. I'm at an all-time low. Okay, but over time, consistent work and knowing my numbers, I was able to change my entire outcome of the way that I perceive the world and the way that I see business, and that's what I want to share with you. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Okay, they had a trainer for 365 days. In fact, they didn't. Okay, they had a trainer for probably 90 days. Okay, then they had to do a lot of the working out at home by themselves. Okay, they are the exception. Okay, they were athletes before, right? All these things. That was just TV, right? There was things that we don't know behind the scenes. Okay, all they did was work out for 365 days. They didn't have to go to work or do anything else. Not true. Yes, they did. All right. You know what those are? All these things right here? Those are the excuses that we sell ourselves to make ourselves feel better. Okay, that's what we sell ourselves. So when I post that quote today on Facebook and I say, why do people ask for things for free? And people say, oh, people that don't have a lot of money, they, don't have the money. BS. If I told you that if you went to our level 3 in the mid system, which is going to cost you, I don't know, probably a little over $1,000, it's going to make you $1 million in a year, many of you would come up with that money. Okay. Because you would believe you'd make $1 million in a year. Okay, but because there's uncertainty, all of a sudden you can't afford it. Trust me, I have seen so many people find a way to make it happen. In fact, most of the people that I know that are extremely successful, all of them. Okay, I mean, I don't know any of them. Let me think. I can't think. Maybe there may be some, but I can't think of any of them off the top of my head that started this industry with a bunch of money in the bank. Okay, with most of them started from the beginning, struggling, losing everything, and they made it happen. It's a mindset that you have to have. All right, so we can't sell ourselves. We can't make excuses. If you're going to make excuses of why you can't do something, I'm not the coach for you. Okay, because we have to eliminate the excuses. I always talk about the story about my running back coach in college. Okay, he played in the NFL. You guys may have known him. It's a guy named Eric Bieniemy. In college, I couldn't stand him. The guy was probably one of the meanest coaches I ever met in my life. Okay, everything was your excuse. I mean, the quarterback could throw an incomplete pass, and it was my fault. Okay, you're making an excuse. Okay, the quarterback drops back, drops the ball, and it's your fault. Excuse. Well, he didn't get me the ball. Hit my knee. Excuse. I mean, everything was an excuse. And later on, he told me, he's like, look, I'm training you. I want you to understand, about life. Life doesn't care. Okay, you can't make excuses in life. Life is going to place you where you are. You can make all the excuses you want, but you're still going to be where you are right now. Until you stop making excuses and take ownership for your situation, things are always going to be the way they are. And I remember that all the time when I'm going through business, whenever I'm feeling frustration, is him in my ear saying excuse and yelling at me and making me run after practice for something I didn't do. Right? I mean, it was literally that bad, but it literally stuck with me and it's helped me throughout my life. All right, so these people lost weight by clearly exercising and eating the right foods. But what is the science and the numbers behind their weight loss? Because I told you earlier that there's a science behind everything, including business. So let's take a look at this. Okay, the science behind weight loss is simple. Okay, because there's 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. Okay, so 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. So you need to burn 3,500 calories more than you take in to lose 1 pound. So if you cut 500 calories from your typical diet each day, you'd lose 1 pound per week. So you take the 500 calories times 7, that's 3,500. So you need to be at a deficit of 3,500 to lose a pound a week. So all those weight loss products, every doubt and everything that you had in your head of why they did it and how you couldn't do it and they're different than me and this, that. No, you have to take ownership for what you do, right? There's a scientific number behind everything. And I think that was the biggest thing for me and why I love lead generation and traffic so much. We're going to dig into that. But I want you to understand this. And I know you're saying, what does this have to do with business? It's designed to get you to change the way that you think. Okay, you guys are here for a reason. You're one of the special ones. Literally, this webinar invitation was sent out to thousands of people. And you're here. Okay, and I want you to understand how valuable this information is. All right, so what is the science of basically making money with your business? If we can prove that there's no excuse when it comes to weight loss, we know what it takes. It's just, are we willing to do that? Are we willing to sacrifice that chocolate cake for, I don't know, a healthy snack, right? So that's the choice that we can make. So in business, we have to make the exact same choice. We're going to talk about the science of that today. Now, there are many paths to making money, but one thing always remains the same. Okay, you join a business and you have a product. Okay, your product solves someone's problem. There is someone right now looking for what your product has to offer. Okay, and once that product is purchased, you make money. So you have you, your product, your money. Always remains the same. But there's one thing that's different. Okay, where some people say, I have a product that'll sell itself and I'm going to bang on doors and I'm going to be able to sell this product. Other people like myself and top producers are master marketers. And they understand in order to sell their products, instead of focusing on going out there and trying to sell a person into it, they realize that there are people already actively looking for it. So they master traffic and they put their product in front of the people already looking for it. It does a couple of things. One, it'll make you a ton of money. Number two, it makes you have a valuable skill that you can offer and share with others. Okay, this is a huge asset for yourself. Now, raise your hand if you guys understand the difference here. Okay, if you're getting value tonight, go ahead and raise your hand. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Awesome, 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 awesome. Cool, cool. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so it's important for you to know your numbers. Okay, so this is what you have to do. When we talk about the numbers and the science of basically building our business, what I operate on each and every day. Okay, so let's say every time you make a sale, you make 50 bucks. Okay, that's revenue earned per sale. So I want you to visualize your product. If you're here, chances are you have a product. And if you don't have a product, that's okay, because it starts with marketing and traffic. Okay, so if you have marketing and you know how to get traffic, you can find a product and you can sell it. So it's okay. But let's say that you make 50 bucks every time you sell a product. And let's say your monthly goal is $5,000 a month. All right. Now, in order to hit that number, you have to hit 100 sales per month. Okay. I can't make that up. That's just what it is. If you make $50 a sale, you want to make $5,000, you have to sell 100 products a month. Okay. Now, the question is, how do you actually get to this number? Okay, that's the question. And if you have no idea right now, if you're watching this, how you get to that number, you have a problem as an entrepreneur. And not only are you failing yourself, if you're in a business that essentially allows you to create leverage, like a network marketing company or a business like that, and you don't know how to get to that number, you're failing the person that you bring into your business. How can you bring a person into a business without giving them a way to actually succeed? Doesn't mean they're not going to actually do what you teach them, but you should still be able to give them a way to succeed. Okay, the question is, how do you get to that number? You should know that. All right. Now, the way to do that is to understand the 10 and 3 rule. Okay, the 10 and 3 rule. Okay, so this is extremely important. If you guys are taking notes, remember the 10 and 3 rule. Okay, these rules apply when your marketing is targeted, and that's what we teach inside of My Internet Traffic System, also known as MITS. Okay, we teach you how to get targeted traffic, get the people who are actively looking for your product. So let me back up a little bit. If I have a weight loss product, what a lot of people do is they try to sell the opportunity to make money, and they say, oh, and you can lose a bunch of weight. But wouldn't that be more served actually looking for the people who actually need to lose weight? Maybe there's groups or blogs or forums where people are actually communicating because maybe they are suffering from a certain illness or something where they actually absolutely need to lose weight in order to live. So what if I focused on targeting people that have diabetes, or I researched other type of things where people need to lose weight, and I marketed my weight loss product to them, and they were able to get results from it. And I said, hey, you know what? You got great results in this. How would you like to actually make money offering this product as well? Because that's a little bit different than me saying, hey, I'm going to go sell this weight loss product. So if I have a travel product, instead of me saying I'm going to go sell everyone on why they should go travel, why don't I go find the people that are saying that I'm sick of my job, I need a vacation? Or people that are actively actually looking for their best deals for vacations. So then you could say, hey, you got a great deal, try this out. They try it, they get a great deal from your product. Then you say, hey, did you know you could actually make money leveraging this product? See, a lot of times people have it flipped where they think about, how do I get people in? And you know why they do that? I'm going to tell you why they do that. And most people won't want to admit this, but it's the truth. The reason the people that get into these industries, they don't focus on the product, they focus on the recruiting, is because they want the easy way out. Okay, they think that if I get a person in, they're going to do all the work, and I'm going to make override commissions. I'm going to be able to sit back and just collect. And it never happens, right? Because one, they didn't teach them what to do. And two, that's not the way that you grow a legitimate business. Okay, it's about the products that you have. All network marketing companies is basically allowing you to be their distributor versus them spending that millions of dollars out there on marketing the products themselves. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, so they're using you, the distributor, and they're paying you a cut of what they would have otherwise been paying other marketing companies to promote their product for them. Okay, so if we have a product that is amazing, okay, it's our job to put that product in front of the right people. So you have to be marketing targeted. You can't be marketing travel products to a person that's looking for something in technology. Okay, really it comes down to you narrowing down your niche on who you want to target. Now, the 10 and 3 rule is this. Typically, and it could be better, and it shouldn't be any worse than this. In fact, it can be a lot better. It could be at 30%. But operate on this rule just as a rule of thumb. Okay? For all of the people that you send to your site, okay, you can expect a 10% opt-in rate if your marketing is targeted. Now, again, if you're good, you're going to be 30, if not 40%. Okay, if you're targeting the right market. But even a worst case scenario, remember, we want to be worst case scenario, you're looking at a 10% opt-in rate. So for every 1,000 visitors, you're looking at 100 leads. All right? So 10% opt-in rate, you get 1,000 visitors, you got 100 leads. Now the 3 is the 3% close rate. So out of those leads, you're looking at a 3% close rate. So for every 100 people, you're looking at 3 sales. Now, again, it could be a lot higher than that, but we want to base this on worst case scenario. All right? So if you don't know your numbers, we just showed you the numbers on how you lose weight. If you don't understand your numbers when it comes to your business, if you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to get 1,000 people to my website? Okay, then you've got a problem. And your problem needs a solution. And guess what? Our solution in terms of My Internet Traffic System is that solution for you to help you get more traffic to your website. All right, so when you know your numbers, you can control how much money you make. All right, now when you know how to turn your marketing to a revenue stream, your business will explode. More on that later. We're going to dig into that in a little bit. So let me get into the profit formula. Okay, you basically take the amount of money you want to make, so your monthly income. Okay, you divide it by your commission total. Okay, and that will equal the number of sales you need to make per month. Okay, so if you want to figure out what it is that you need to do, this is the formula. All right, so let me give you a quick live demo of how this works. So let's see here. 1 second here. Let's go ahead and clear this. All right, so let's say that you want to make $3,000 per month. Okay, and let's say you make every time you sell a product, okay, you make $75. Okay, so what you do is you take your calculator and you take 3,000 and you divide it by 75. Okay, that's going to equal 40. Okay, so each and every month, okay, you need to make 40 sales. If your product gives you $75, that's how many sales you want to make. Now, if you really want to break this down to make it even more simple, you take the 40, you say, okay, how many sales do I need to make per week? You divide that by 4. That's 10 sales per week. Okay, so if you want to take that and then you want to divide that by the days, obviously you can divide it by your work days. But let's just take 10 sales per day, which isn't a lot. So when you look at this number, right, and you're not making this number, are we blaming our upline? Okay, are we blaming ourselves? Okay, and how many of you even know that number? Okay, I'm not talking about overrides or bonuses. How much do you actually make when you make a sale? All right, so what we've got to do is we've got to figure out what we need to do in terms of leads. How many leads do we need to get? So if we take this 40, okay, which is our number of sales, and we divide that by 0.03, which is 3%. Okay, that's how many sales we need to operate at 3%. So the same thing, if you take that 40 and you divide it by 0.03, okay, this will tell you how many leads you need to get per month in order to hit your number. So at 0.3, at 3%, that's 1,333 leads. Okay? If you want to hit that number, if you make $75 per sale, how many of you are getting 1,333 leads per month? How many of you are complaining that you don't have enough money or you want more money? Okay, well, here's your answer. Okay, now if you want to see how many actual impressions or how many people you need to get to see your site at 10% to get this number, so what we do is we take our total leads, 1,333, okay, and that would be our total opt-ins, our leads, and we would now actually divide that, okay, by 0.1, which is 10%. Okay, so if we take 1,333, okay, and we divide it by 0.1, and that would equal 13,330 impressions. That's how many eyeballs you need on your website in order to make $3,000. Now, this is hitting at an all-time low. If your marketing is targeted, you can make $3,000 a month. All right? Now, chances are you probably make more. All right? Because there's probably bonuses involved and override commissions and all that other stuff. How many of you guys are getting value from this? How many of you guys can now figure out exactly how much money you want to make? Go ahead and raise your hand if this makes sense to you. Awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Let's play a game. All right, so how many of you, let's see, someone throw out how much money they want to make. Actually, let me call on, actually, I won't call anyone. Start typing in the control panel how much money you want to make per month. Let me see some of you guys put your number in there, what you want to make per month. $100,000, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you think big. It can happen. Remember, okay, the globe, we get to market worldwide, right? Okay, there's all kinds of people there. When you know your numbers, it becomes possible. Okay, we just saw 5,000, 10,000, a million a month, 100,000, 10,000. All right, so let's see, 20,000. All right, Keisha, how much do you make when you make a sale? Go ahead and type that in. How much money do you make when you sell your product? So let's see, it was 20 grand. So go ahead and type in $35. All right, so we got a lot of sales to make, okay? But when you look at your number, and we're going to talk about this, I'm going to make this a lot easier for you tonight. But, okay, so let's see here. Let me do something here. Let me just cut that out here. And let's cut that. All right. All right, so let's do this. So what you would do is you would take 20,000. That's how much you want to make a month. And you would divide that by your product. You make $35 a sale. Okay. Now, in order to do that, we basically take the $20,000, okay, and we divide that by 35. Okay, so you need to make 571 sales per month in order to hit $20,000 at a $35 product. Now, granted, I'm sure there's other ways to make more. We all understand that. We're adults. We get that I'm sure she has buckets and overrides and bonuses and stuff like that. But it's actually not dollars. It's just total, 571. Now, here's the thing. Don't freak out at that number. If you're freaking out, you don't understand traffic. Okay, you are at the right place if you're freaking out, actually. Because that 571 is not a lot of sales when you're talking about the millions and millions of people who are looking for her product today. Okay, right now there's someone searching for what it is her product has to offer. The question is she in front of it? Right, so if I take 571 and I divide that by 4, okay, she has to make 142.75 sales per week. Okay, so if she takes that 142, let's divide it by 7. That's just 20 sales a day. Okay, on a $35 product, guys, that's not that difficult. If honestly, and if you think it's difficult, again, we've got to think bigger. Okay, that's what we've got to do. We've got to break down our limiting beliefs, and this is why, again, today I was literally looking at my daughter. I'm like, I just can't wait to just share with her just a different way of thinking. Okay, because the way that we think as a society is the reason. It's like we talk about all these, like, people are afraid to, like, someone was like, well, I'm skeptical of of buying products. Well, I'm skeptical of the way that the world programs us, right? To go get a good job and look at what it's created. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the way that we're programmed is the reason. It's like they want us to be in this cycle of working this 9 to 5 and in this rat race. Okay, we don't have to be that way. All right, we just got to solve problems and provide value. All right, so 571. I mean, when you look at this number, 20 sales a day, you look at 571, you're like, man, I just thought that was crazy. But now I realize all I gotta do is make 20 sales at $35 product. There's millions of people looking for what I have to offer. Okay, raise your hand if that just settles you a little bit, looking at it this way, knowing your numbers. Raise your hand if it took that limiting belief that you had and crushed it a little bit. Okay, that's really what it's all about. See, if you instill this in your team, this way of thinking, it changes the whole morale of your team. But when someone looks at $20,000 a month, they have no idea what they need to do. They have no plan on how they're going to do it. I'd get afraid and I'd quit too, right? But it's our job as leaders and mentors in this industry to instill this in them. All right, so we need 571 sales to get our $20,000 a month, okay? Now, just to make you even more excited, check out what 10 sales a day would do. You still would make 10 grand a month. How much did you feel that pressure just get relieved from you? See what limiting beliefs can do? It can shrink you, or it can literally, when you think big, it can just expand. You can take a deep breath and you can just feel that tension just leave your body, right? So you got 571, okay? That's what we need to do to hit our 20,000. If we divide that, okay, by 0.03, okay, that's 3%. So let's see, 571 times 0.03, okay? We need to, one more time, we do that one time. Let's see, 571 sales divided by 0.03. There we go. Okay. So we need to do 19,033 leads a month, okay, in order to hit that number. Don't freak out. I mean, I can generate 2,000-3,000 leads in a day, right? So you don't even think that that's not something that you can do. It's just about knowing how to do it. All right, so 19,000 leads is what you need per month. All right, so if I take that 19,000, and let me do that one more time to make sure I got the right number. 571 divided by 0.03, 19,000. Okay, we'll just take 19,000. We'll just do it even to make it easier. Okay, so if we take our 19,000 leads and then we now divide that by 0.1, which is 10%. This is our total impressions. So if we take 19,000 and we divide it by 0.1, okay, we need to generate impressions, people to our website, eyeballs, 190,000 impressions. Okay, now I know people that use the MIT system that get tens of thousands of impressions all the time. Okay, so that's not leads, that's impressions. That's how many eyeballs you need. Okay, and it's completely doable. But now you have something to shoot for. All right. So I'm going to lower the hands. Do you guys understand this formula on how you can figure out exactly what you need to do in order to hit your goals and your numbers? Okay, so now the next step is simply figuring out how to actually get this, right? How to get the traffic and the leads. And again, that's why you're here. That's what MITS is all about. All right, so let's keep digging in. All right, so make sure you guys write down this formula so you never forget it. All right, and then in terms of figuring out your leads, okay, in terms of figuring out your opt-ins or your leads, write this down. I didn't put it on here, but you take your total number of sales and you divide it by 0.03, which is 3% of your total impressions. That will give you how many leads you need. And then what you do is you take your total leads, whatever that number is, and you divide that by 0.1, which is 10%, and that will get you how many eyeballs you actually need to get to your website. All right? All right, so your biggest asset that you have in your business is your list. All right? Now, one of the things, let me show you guys real quick here before I move on to the next step, is this is your list. The beauty of marketing is when you do this, okay, you can keep marketing to these individuals to the end of time. So imagine what happens after a month 2. You now have 40,000 leads. Okay, how much easier do you think it is now to get to that $20,000 number? Okay, that's why it's important to understand why you're generating and building a list. So when someone goes, I'm skeptical about learning lead generation, no, you're skeptical about learning how to build your business. Because lead generation and traffic, that's the only way you're going to make more sales. That's why we have to focus on building our biggest asset, which is why we have to understand the value of a lead. All right, so when you take one lead, okay, the way you have to look at your leads is you have to look at it as an asset. Okay, you're building an asset. It'd be no different than if you bought a house and after 30 years you paid it off, that house is appreciated, your house is worth more than what you paid. Typically, that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, you're building an asset. So one lead, I want you to always think of it as one lead, which is a real person. I want you not to think of your lead as an email address. That lead is a person out there that has a problem that you can solve. If you can shift your way of thinking, a lot of people just think of their leads as a number. Like I've seen people do solo ads and they just get 1,000 leads in 1 second, drop an email, and they go, oh, no one opened it. Okay, because it wasn't that targeted in the beginning. Okay, you didn't build a relationship with that list. Okay, and you're not thinking about it in the right way. In terms of that lead is a real person. You have to build relationships with them. So one lead has a lifetime value of $1 per month. So here's an example. If you spend $25, generate 10 leads. Okay, so you spend $25 a day, 5 days a week, let's say, for example, the actual cost of each lead, would be $2.50. Okay, so if you divide 25 by 10, it'd be $2.50. That's what you actually spent per lead. But the value of that lead would be $1. So for example, let's say I went out, if I was a collected sports memorabilia, let's say I went out and bought, I don't know, a basketball card, a Kobe Bryant rookie card. And let's say that Kobe Bryant rookie card was $10 when I bought it. Okay? And you know, maybe it's obviously the person that's selling it wants to make a profit. Maybe it's actually worth $7 at the time that I buy it. But if I wait 10 years, maybe that card's worth $100. Okay, that's what I'm trying to share with you, how to understand the asset that you're building. All right, so in month 1, okay, you spend $25 on ads. Let's say you're advertising 5 days a week, so that's $500 a month. Okay, and you get 10 leads a day. That would be 200 leads per month. So we're spending $25 a day. We're getting 10 leads. Okay, that would be $500 a month in terms of our marketing cost. Okay, so we would have generated 200 leads that month. So take a look at how this works. Month 1, I spend $500. I generate 200 leads. I'm at a negative 300 in terms of my value, in terms of my asset. Doesn't mean I didn't make money off those 200 leads. This is just what I want you guys to understand. At this point, if a person didn't make money, they quit. Right? They're like, oh, I generated leads. Those leads stunk. That didn't work. I didn't make any money. Right? That's what people are saying when they see this happen. But take a look at a person that understands what they're building. They understand their asset. Month 2, they spend $500, generate 200 more leads. Now they're at a negative 100. Okay, their asset is starting to grow. The people that doubt it, they really quit. They're out. But the people that understand the asset, they're in. They understand what they're building. Okay, they're building an amazing asset where they can push a button and turn their computer into an ATM machine. Now, month 3, you spend another $500. Look at this. Nothing changed. You set your budget to what you can afford. Same thing. You generate another 200 leads. Now you're at 600 leads. Now you're at a bonus, a positive of 100. Now I want you to visualize the same situation 2 years from now. Okay, do you see the value and why lead generation is so important? Think of it this way. If your company goes out of business, do you still have your list? Do you still have your asset? If you decide to change companies, do you still have your asset where you can send an email and say, hey, this is what I'm doing next? Okay, how many of you guys can do that? If your company went out of business or if you decide to change, how many of you can communicate with everyone in your team with the push of a button? How many of them would trust you in order and go with you in your next venture? Okay, most people can't do that. Okay, and if you can, you want to be able to share this strategy with others and be able to visualize where you'll be. It's like for me, when I wake up each and every day, I'm more excited about where I'm going to be, years from now than where I am right now. Now, if I were to give you one bit of advice when it comes to your business, it would be to build your list and focus on building relationships with them. Okay, who wants to learn how to market their business right now and turn it into a revenue stream? All right, so that's the question. Go ahead and raise your hand. You guys are ready to learn how to actually turn your marketing into a revenue stream. Awesome. All right, because I want you to know you can market with confidence. Okay, cool. All right, so let's take this webinar for example. Okay, a lot of you guys came to this webinar. Maybe if you're already on my list, you may have seen this, but when we're driving traffic and we're doing paid advertising to this webinar, this is what the webinar page would look like. So they'd see the video, they could opt in and register for the webinar. And once they register for the webinar, they go to this thank you page. Okay, now this thank you page actually redirects them to, the webinar redirects them to a thank you page, and they can actually profit, or you can profit before they even join the webinar. So as you can see, when people registered, okay, they were able to get this gift that I offered them below, and actually were able to actually purchase the product even before the webinar even began. So for example, let's say you have a product. You get the person to opt in, they go to a thank you page, you tell them to check their email, you say, hey, I have a free bonus for you. Maybe you have a $7 product or a $10 product, but you can offer them right after they opt in. Okay, this is an example of how you can actually turn your marketing into a revenue stream. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, so if we take these same numbers, okay, if we take the same numbers that we were operating on, and let's say we wanted to make $5,000 a month, okay, and we'll take the first number and we'll say that our product that we were selling was 50 bucks. Okay, so let's just go ahead and like every time we know it's 100 sales, so it would be 100 sales. All right, now at 3% of 100 is 3 sales, right? Okay, so 3% of 100 is equals 3 sales. All right, so if out of every 100 people that come to my site, if I'm able to make 3 sales, I want you guys to take a look at this. But let's actually continue on and finish the formula. So if I want to, in order to make 100 sales to get $5,000, okay, if I take my total sales, okay, don't worry about this right now, just focus on the 100, and I divide this, okay, by 0.03, okay, it was like $1,333, 33 leads if I remember correctly, okay, and then if I take this 1,333 and I divide that by 0.1, it will tell me what I need to get in terms of impressions. Okay, so 0.1, okay, that was, let's see, 1,333 times 0.1. Actually, sorry, divided by 0.1. Divided by 0.1. Okay, that's 13,000, just to be exact, 330. Okay, that's how many impressions I need per month. All right. Now, if I'm able to, before these people even go to my webinar, okay, so what I'm doing here is I got 100 sales, but let's take this, instead of actually the 5,000, let's take this 100 people, or let's take this right here, these 1,333 leads, okay, that's how many leads we got, and we take that and we multiply that by 3%, okay, so 1,333 times 3%, okay, that's 39.99. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is I need to get 1,333 leads to make 100 sales. But if I make an offer to one of those leads on the initial opt-in, 3% of that is 40. Okay, it's roughly around 40. Okay, now if the product that I was offering was $19, okay, this is before the webinar even began. All right, so if I take the 40 and I multiply that by 19, okay, I made $760, okay, before they even got to my product. Now I'm going to repeat how I did this so you guys understand what I did. If I want to make $5,000 a month, and every time I sell a product that I'm offering, I make 50 bucks. I divide the 5,000 over by 50, I get 100 sales. Okay, I take that number 100 divided by 3%. That tells me how many leads I need to get in order to get to 5,000. If I take that total leads and if I'm offering them a product, as you guys remember what I showed you guys here, a product right when they register, so right when they opt into your page, I made $760 before they even saw my $5,000 product offer or my $50 product offer. Okay. Now, when it comes to MITs, okay, if I'm able to do that, okay, and I make the $760 up front selling a $19 product, okay, if I go ahead and I say, what's the next sale? Okay, if you take 40 and you multiply that by 3%, okay, you got roughly about 1.5, let's just say 2 sales. That's another $200 in level 2. Okay, so you can see if you have the right funnel, we're not even talking about your product offer. You can actually make money before the person even gets to your product. If you guys have questions about that, we'll go into more depth on the Q&A. Okay, but I want to keep kind of going on through the webinar because it's getting a little bit late. All right. So as we understand now how you turn your marketing into a revenue stream, you have to understand positioning and you have to understand your numbers. And that's why you have to be part of the MIT system. Because if you can't get the appropriate amount of traffic in front of your offer, you can't hit the numbers that you want to reach, right? Otherwise, you're going to be banging on a lot of doors. All right, so why MITS? Okay, my internet traffic system, also known as MITS, is 100% focused on teaching you the very best lead generation and traffic methods on the web. Okay, I would not be where I am right now without my personal mentor. If you guys don't know who my mentor was, a guy named Jonathan Budd. Okay, that's who I met when I first got online. And basically, that's what I'm providing you guys inside of the MIT system, mentorship. Okay, the ability to ask questions, the ability to get the latest and most current marketing methods on the internet today. Now, if you want to hit your financial goals, okay, you must get eyeballs in front of your offers. I think we've made that pretty clear tonight. Okay, that's the answer to your question. If you're not making the money you want, you need more traffic. Okay, I mean, you tried it the other way. If the numbers aren't where you want it to be, okay, you got to ask yourself, can you sustain what you're doing now and be happy with it? All right. So, we want you to hit your financial goals. So you shouldn't be worrying about who you're going to talk to next. Okay. That's just, to me, that tension, even saying it out loud, I don't like it. I don't like the thought of waking up not knowing that my product's in front of the right person. Like right now in this webinar, I can guarantee you with confidence that I'm generating leads and revenue. Okay. How many of you guys can say that? You should be, because you're entrepreneurs. Okay. You're on the internet. You're on a webinar right now. There's no reason that you shouldn't be making money each and every day, automated, knowing that the internet is out there, there's people looking for your product. If not, you're making excuses and you're selling yourself on why you shouldn't be. Because you have the know-how. You're exposed to it. Now it's just a matter of you actually implementing it. All right, so let's take a look at how MITS works, and then I will reveal to you the MITS advantage. All right, so this is how MITS works. MITS basically has a 3-step simple system. It's very, very simple. Okay, we have level 1 products. Okay, our marketing master kit is really the most popular entry-level product that we have to offer. But each and every one of our products can be sold as standalone products, okay, or purchased as standalone products. So, for example, we just released a Yahoo Bing pay-per-click secrets course. We've got a mobile pay-per-click secrets course, Facebook pay-per-click live, Twitter pay-per-click secrets. All of these training courses are designed to help you get more traffic and put it in front of your business. Now, level 2 is the next step. Now, the way MITS works is you can't jump levels. Okay, we're here for one reason, and that's to teach you how to get traffic to your website. So after you go to level 1, you could purchase, for example, let's say you don't purchase Marketing Mastery Kit and one of our level 3 members offers you Facebook pay-per-click live. Okay, if you purchase that product, you then are qualified to upgrade to level 2. And this is where the mentorship begins. So you'll be able to gain access to all of the MITS past and future products. So for example, we just released Yahoo Bing this week. Anyone that was a level 2 member gained access to that product without having to purchase any of this. You just automatically gain access to it. You get to put it into your back office. Okay, now level 3, okay, let me go back here to level 2 because I actually skipped some of the more important points. Okay, as a level 2 member, it's not just about the traffic products that you're going to get. Here's the deal. You're going to learn how to generate traffic with MITS, especially when you get to level 2. Everything you need in terms of you hitting your numbers will be there. But the most important part of MITS, I believe, is the mentoring that you get once you get started. Each and every week, you get a coaching call with me and a live webinar where I walk you through and show you how to set up ad campaigns and show you exactly what I'm doing to generate leads and traffic each and every day. All right, so you get a group coaching call every single Tuesday and a live traffic webinar. You get to ask me questions, literally pick up the phone and call and talk to me each and every week. I know there's a lot of systems out there, but I don't know of any other ones that where you can call the system owner and talk to them each and every week, twice a week, and have them help you with your marketing methods to make sure that you get the best results. All right, so that's one of the advantages you get as a level 2 member. Now, once you become level 2, okay, you can then license our entire system. And think of it as if you're purchasing your own McDonald's, okay? Now you get to basically offer and be able in position to sell and offer our products to others. Okay, so you can basically become a mobile, a MITS licensed partner and basically leverage our phone team, buy our traffic products, and promote MITSpages.com, which is our lead capture page system, which allows you to build your list. All right, so that's how the system works. Very, very simple. And when you refer a person as a level 3 licensed rights partner, okay, if they buy any of the products, you earn a commission. Okay, and if they buy a level 1 product, they have to go level 2, you earn a commission. If they go level 2, they can then go level 3 and promote our entire system. If they just want to get the course and train and learn how to build their business, they can be a level 2. We never push level 3 on anyone. It's for that person that wants to position themselves to make more money. All right, so let's get into the MITS advantage. All right, now there are millions of distributors out there who are basically spreading the word of their business each and every day. So if I come over here, let me open up a new window. And if I just go to a site like npros.com, this is where I want you guys to change the way that you think. Okay, all these companies, most people think their company is the only company on earth, right? There are thousands of companies out there and millions of distributors, and each and every one of them are excited. They're at a hotel meeting. People are pitching them the business and the dream. And those businesses can create amazing opportunities for people, or people making millions of dollars. But there's also a lot of other people that are struggling. So when these people go online and they're researching companies, the question is, do they find you? They're basically sharing with them how they can build their business, how they can generate more leads, or are they going to basically get into the business, struggle, and then quit? And then now they're saying, oh, that business was a scam. I didn't make money. No, the business isn't a scam. They just don't know how to promote and build their business. And that's why we are needed in this industry. Okay, we are needed because we need to help those individuals that are basically in a position to create a lifestyle of freedom, but have no way to do it because they don't know how to build their business. So making money online, again, it's all about positioning. So there's 3 ways you can look at it. Okay, all of us have our company that we're in. Okay, you got the company you're in, we'll call it company A. All of the companies that are out there, those are company B, all the other companies. Right now, tonight, all of you guys position yourself mentally to be company C, the MITS position, the CEO position. Why do you want to be in this position? Because when you're the CEO position, you don't have to do this. See, typically, this is what most of people that are failing are doing. People in company A are going after people in company B. My company is the best company, best compensation plan. We have the best leaders. We got this celebrity that's promoting our products. We make the most money. And the people in company B go to you. They go, no, we have the best compensation plan. We have the best products. We've been around for the longest. You should join us. And there's this vicious cycle. That's how people are jumping around, thinking it's the company that's supposed to make them money, but it has absolutely nothing to do with the company. It has everything to do with you. And if your business is failing, it's not the company's fault. It's your fault because you aren't running your business the right way, period. It hurts when I say that to some people, but it's the truth. But when you're in the CEO position, if you understand marketing and lead generation, even though I'm in company A, I can approach a person in company B and say, hey, let me show you what I'm doing to generate leads. So you can teach this to all your downline and your business can explode. Because again, especially in network marketing, you're only as good as your downline, right? If you're not giving them the skills necessary to succeed, your business is going to fail. And guess what? When you do that, you're going to make money, especially if you're a level 3 entrepreneur in the mid system, because now they basically learn how to generate leads and you get paid at each and every level the person basically progresses through our system. Okay, when you're at the CEO position, guess what? You can now target the people in the company you're in. When was the last time you went to a distributor in the company you're in and said, hey, this is what I'm doing to generate leads, right? Most people don't do that. They can't even think about the people in their company. They're so busy focusing on stealing everybody else, then they don't think about that. They can also offer value to the people in the company that they're in and actually make money. So now you're positioned to do that and you can make money, and neither one of these individuals has joined your business yet. You're making money whether a person joins your business or not. All right, so you got to ask yourself this question. Who do you want to join? Okay, do you want to join this guy? He made $100,000 in his business last year. Sounds pretty cool. Maybe you want to join him. Or do you want to join this gal? She made $100,000 in her business last year, but she's a marketing expert. Which one do you want to join? Okay, I tell people all the time, people out there that are looking to join businesses, and trust me, there are hundreds of thousands of them right now looking to join a business. Okay, and they're looking for the person that's going to give them the best advantage to win. And if you know how to build a business and you know how to give them a chance to actually succeed, who do you think they're going to join? I used to ask the question all the time, why would a person want to join me? So what did that do? That made me invest in myself, continue to build my personal value level so I could have more to offer other people that were looking to get started in this amazing industry. So do you want to join this guy or this guy? Okay, go ahead and type in that let's call this guy John, let's call this guy Mary. If you want to join John, type in John. If you want to join Mary, type in Mary. Let me see who you guys want to join. Okay, whose business did you want to join, right? Cool. Awesome. All right, Mary, clearly, a bunch of Marys. Why? Because she has more value to offer. So have you ever thought about your business that way, right? Are you the one providing the value, or are you the one just providing an opportunity? Anyone can provide an opportunity. All right. So how do you put this into action? All right. You want to target network marketers or direct sales reps using basically the marketing methods that I teach you inside of the MIT system. Instead of pitching your business to friends and family, focus on providing value to the distributors in your niche market. An example would be a video, a blog post, a podcast, or a webinar like you're on now. Learn the strategies that I'm teaching you, build a list, send an email out, and do a webinar and teach them these strategies. Okay, this is what I've been doing consistently since 2008. Okay, every single week, providing value to my list, giving them the tools that I've used to grow my business. And each and every week, I ask people who's new, and new people raise their hand. So that's proof that the strategies work. So the question is, how do you position yourself to do that? You've got to learn those skills in order to do that. All right. So when they purchase a product that helps them solve a problem, okay, you can put your business in front of them without pressuring them to join you. So check out an example of how I do this. So when they join my internet traffic system, okay, they're in there because they want to get more traffic for their business. But guess what they see on their dashboard? Okay, if this is you promoting MITS and then you refer a person into the system, they would see your picture with links to your social media sites, with links to your website and your opportunity. So now on the back end, you can provide your opportunity to them versus basically pitching them. Think about it the logical way. You have 10 people in a business, right? You're talking to 10 people. 10 of them have opportunities that they're in. You know going in that you have an opportunity that may be good for them. They're thinking the exact same thing as you. You go up to them and you say, hey, you should join my opportunity. One of them says, you know what, I really don't like my opportunity. I think I might want to join you. The other 9 says, you know what, my business is better. I'm going to stay with my business. You just lost 9 people. But if you went to those 10 people who we knew had businesses and you say, hey, guess what? I can show all of you how to generate 5 to 10 leads each and every day, and I can show you a scientific method on how you can hit the number that you want. How? And you show them that, and you provide them with this tool, and they get started. Guess what? 10 people want to buy your product. Which one do you want? Do you want 1 out of 10, or do you want all 10? This is the question you have to ask yourself, the logical way in which you have to look at your business. So those 10 people get into the system, and who do they see? They see you there, smiling at them, with your number and your information right there, links to your social media site, your website, and a link to your primary opportunity. They then click this button, it pulls up a capture page, and it says, hey, my name is John, my name is Mary, and I want to show you, okay, my business and what I'm doing to generate leads and why I think this business may be of interest to you. And you know what that person now says after he got into this business? They say, you know what, this guy has a really good way in which he grows his business. He didn't pitch me his opportunity, he gave me value. You know what, I haven't even heard from my upline in 5 months. Okay, I can't even get a hold of him. You know what, I'm going to call this person. This is the kind of leader I want to follow. And now on the back end, you're building a team that really wants to join your business without being afraid to market your business or basically being afraid to basically talk to people because now the people are coming to you. Okay, this is how you build your business. But more importantly, you've trained them based off of your actions what they should be doing. Now your entire team is duplicating this exact same effort. What is your team doing now? Everyone's doing their own thing, right? Think of any great organization or great sports team. Does everyone just go out there and do their own thing? This guy's marketing over here. This guy's, running this play. This guy's doing that. No, the great organizations and the great teams, they basically have a system in place. And if you want to build a great business, you have to have a system in place, right? So if everyone on your team is doing the exact same thing, and by the way, MITS basically offers a 5% override on all of the people that you bring in their sales. If they're going out and they're sharing the system with other people in other businesses and people in the organization that you're in, and people are getting into the system, guess what? You're making money there too. And then when a person joins their business because they log into their system and they see the person you brought in's face there, and then that person clicks on the My Opportunity link of the person that you brought in, and they join that opportunity, guess what? They're in your downline. Your entire team has the exact same method. You guys are a well-oiled machine that's building a massive enterprise. This is how you create massive organization. Okay, and this way, I'm building a business that consists of people who understand the industry. I'm not pitching, grandma or Aunt Betty or, cousin Bob or anything like that who's, don't want to be in this industry. I'm targeting people in my niche who understand the industry, and I'm providing them with a legitimate way to grow their business. I'm going to lower the hands. How many of you guys are getting value and you guys see, how you can actually set this up to build a profitable business? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see the hands. Cool, guys. All right. Now, successful entrepreneurs are the best marketers in the world. Okay, the most successful people in the world are the best marketers. Think of the biggest brands you know. They just became a brand overnight. right? All of a sudden Trump became Trump overnight. They did an amazing job in marketing that, right? They did an amazing job branding that. You can't do that without marketing. The best entrepreneurs are the best marketers, which is why even without MITs, I mean, I want you in our system, but regardless, master marketing. It will change your life and your business because it doesn't even matter about what you're in right now. You could go to a local store and say, hey, I can help you get more business. You guys see the power of that? That's why marketing is so important. That's why for me, I live it. I live and die with it each and every day. Okay, this is why I want you to become a MITS member today. So here's step one. Okay, what I want you to do today is buy the Marketing Mastery Kit. It's $19. It'll get you your introduction into basically lead generation and traffic. All right, you'll gain access to our 12 untapped traffic resources course. It's going to teach you 12 different ways to get traffic to your website. Okay, and not only do I show you how to do it, I actually walk you through, teach you exactly what to do to start leveraging these traffic sources. It's just an introduction to really getting traffic to your site, to getting those numbers that you want. All right, so the 4-part audio course. Okay, this is basically my entire story. I basically share with you everything from the beginning, some of the mistakes I made, some of the things that I've seen to really help you get over the hurdle of just getting started in your business. All right, and we also provide you with a 15-minute free coaching call to kind of see where you're at, kind of help you explain and understand how the system works, and this is how you can get started with the industry in MITS. All right, and this also makes you eligible to become a level 2 member as well. All right, so if you purchase our Marketing Mastery Kit, that's how you become a level 2 member. You can become a level 2 member once you purchase that. All right, so that's, like I said, a level 1 product. Now, you can purchase any of our standalones. You can see this. This is what all of our different products, we have other ones in here as well. But Marketing Mastery Kit will get you set up and started. Now, level 2, okay, when you decide to go level 2, okay, and again, it's when you guys are ready. Obviously, we encourage you to do it right away. Okay, it gives you access to all of our products. Every single product I released in the past, every single product I release in the future. But more importantly, it gets you mentorship with me. If you got value in this, okay, I want to continue to help you reach your goals. So we have live calls every single week, okay, where you can call in, ask me questions. So when you go level 2, you say you watch the mobile pay-per-click secrets course, where I teach you how to place mobile ads on mobile devices. Okay, when people are playing on an app or a game, guess what? Your ad is sitting right there on their phone, and you're building a huge list, driving that traffic to a mobile capture page. Or my Facebook pay-per-click live course, where you get to actually watch me set up live campaigns. And basically, I show you my 2-part process and how I basically leverage Facebook fan pages to generate leads. Okay, a lot of you maybe have got to this webinar right now from one of those strategies. Or our Twitter pay-per-click secrets course. Jump into people's conversations and build a list every time someone clicks on one of your ads. That opt-in actually clicks on it. You get all of that in level 2. And you're able to call me up and say, Vince, I set up an ad campaign. This is what it said. What can I do to make it better? And I say, well, what was the copy you used? What were you targeting? And we really work on making sure that your ads are converting better. You also get the live webinar. So each Thursday, I have a live traffic webinar. We call it our practice call. It's where you get to watch me set up the campaigns live. A lot of times I won't even be talking. I'll just be setting up a campaign, showing you guys exactly how I set up ad campaigns each and every week. All right, and then from there, you can level up and become a level 3 member. That's where you get to license our entire system. It's like I give you a business in a box. Okay, you basically get to promote any of our products as standalones. If a person buys any of our products, you get paid a commission on 2 levels. I should say on 2 tiers as a person moves through the system. You also get to take advantage of our back-end phone team that follows up with our leads at each and every level that they progress through the system. You also get to hire me to drive traffic for you. So how would you like to have me driving traffic to your affiliate links for you? Okay, and then you make sales and you get the commission. Okay, only level 3 members get to hire me to drive traffic for them. And last but not least, you get to be affiliates of mitspages.com and basically give away our free capture page system for free and link people back to you. Now, many of our level 3 members are making money whether a person joins their business or not. Okay, they do this by driving traffic to MITS affiliate links, and when a person joins, the level 3 member basically gets paid on each level their referral progresses to. So for example, here's a level 3 member. Okay, they basically sent 1,284 clicks into the system, made 96 sales, earned over $8,000 in commissions. Here's another person. They sent 682 clicks into the system, made 254 sales, made over $21,000 in revenue. This individual sent 891 clicks into the system, made 169 sales, made $19,926 in commissions. Here's another individual, sent 3,438 clicks into the system, 179 sales for over $14,000 in commissions. Another individual, 853 clicks referred, made 542 sales, $46,000 in commissions. You can see this is the average per click. Okay, you basically take this total referred click number divided by your total sales. That'll tell you basically exactly how much you're earning per click. Okay, if you're spending $1 or $2 per click, okay, do you think you're running a profitable campaign if you're generating $53.96 every time a person clicks your link? Okay, this is the power when you send traffic when you send your link to targeted traffic. You see, I know that people in our niche need traffic and leads. Okay, so it's not like I'm trying to, give them something that they don't want. This is why people can hit those types of numbers. All right. So if you want to get started with my internet traffic system and learn these strategies, okay, Vinny, if you can go ahead and put the link in the control panel. Okay, you want to go to myinternettrafficsystem.com. Okay, the website will look like this. Okay, you're going to click on the Marketing Mastery Kit button. Okay, when you click on this Marketing Mastery Kit button right here, it'll take you to order form. You'll purchase it. You'll be inside of our system. And then if you want to go to level 2, this is kind of cut off, but if you click on the My Products button, okay, it'll take you to actually, if you click on the My Account button, click on the My Account button, you'll click on this thing right here. Okay, that'll take you to level 2. And then now you can become a level 2 member and you gain access to all of our products. All right, so real quick, let me give you the level 3 advantage before I let you guys go. Okay, because this part right here is what takes it over the top. All right, now what we've done is we've given our level 3 members what I believe is the ultimate advantage. Okay, MITSpages.com is a separate company, but we've basically made it where we've combined it with the MITS system to allow level 3 members to be able to leverage this tool to give away to others. So you have the ability to create unlimited capture pages because check it out. When you start driving traffic into the MITS system, you need to have a place to capture that data. All right. So we can build quick capture pages. We could even connect them to Facebook. All right. So if I go to Facebook and let me actually go over to my fan page, I'm going to actually create a Facebook tab right now. And we're going to create a mobile capture page inside of Facebook. All right. So actually, as you can see, I deleted all of my tabs, my Facebook tabs here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build a page first. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that. All right, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's go over to YouTube. And let's just see what we can find. Let's see if we can find a video. All right, we'll go to the Venture Story video. And we'll use this for a MITS page. All right. So let's go here and we'll create a quick capture page. I want you to see how quick, and by the way, this system's free. Okay, there's a paid version. You can go to the paid version, which allows you to create the tabs like I'm going to create now. But I'm going to show you how quickly we can have a capture page up. All right, let's do this page right here. And now I want you to see how this works. So basically what I did here is if I pick this template, it says create this page. It gives me the choice. It says, yes, I need more. It says, do you want to get more traffic to your MITS page? If you are a level 3 member and you're giving away MITS pages for free, every time a person comes in the system and they use this system to create a capture page, and if they click, yes, I need more traffic, there's a way to actually link that person to you. So if this person clicks on this, yes, I need more traffic, and they join MITS, which is our traffic system, you actually earn that commission. So if they click take me to template, they simply go to their template. All right, so we're going to call this, we'll call this the freedom demo because all of us want that freedom. We'll name it. All right, and what we're going to do is we can link it with any of our opt-in forms. So you can see it links pretty much with any opt-in form. I'll just go ahead and add any list here. Okay, now you can see here, this is where you had your thank you page. So if you wanted them to opt into this page and or actually click and link and go somewhere else, you can actually link this to wherever we want. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and put my website just for example here. All right, and then you can say if we want to add a name field. And what this one does is it's going to have a pop-up opt-in form. And if I was using GoToMeeting, like if you saw how a lot of you may have got here through the GoToMeeting page, it automatically could register you for a webinar if I wanted to. Okay, if I'm not going to do that on this page, I'm just going to hit OK. All right, and let's see here. You can see if they click it, this is what this is going to look like. So if I click off, if they click the download for free button, the opt-in form is going to click. I'm going to click on this image right here, and I'm just going to hide that image. And then I can make this say whatever I want. Subscribe to my newest newsletter. Let's just have it say, click here or enter your info for details. Just real quick. All right. So now we have our opt-in form. I can change all those colors if I want. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit save, and that's saved. And then what we're gonna do is let's see if I want to change the background. Everything you want to change, just hover over. If I want to change this, I click on here, and I can say get 10 to 25 leads per day. Now imagine giving this away for free, guys. The ability for people to create their own capture pages, and each time a person creates a page, it's linked to you. Get 10, 25 leads per day. Obviously, we can add whatever we want. Let's see. Let's change what this says right here. Instead of download for free, we can say click here for details. All right. So now you can see we changed that. I want to add a video here. I'm going to go ahead and go back over to YouTube, grab this embed code, come back over to MITS pages, boom, paste that in there. Now we've got a video. So let's see, if I don't want to use this background, okay, let's go here where it says background image, and let's just change it to a different one that I have already in here. I'll go ahead and let's see which one do I want to use. Let's see what happens here. I may have to upload a new one. Give me 1 sec here. Background. I need to probably find an image size that I need, but I don't have time to go find another image. But let's go back to, let's see, let's X out. We'll just leave it like that. But anyways, we'll hit save. But if you guys find the background, it also tells you the background image you want to use. It'll tell you what size you want down there. You should be good to go. All right. So once I'm done with that, I can basically change all of my colors. If I want to change my headline. If I wanted to make my headline red, I could. Okay. I can do all of that. Let's see here. Let's see if we can upload a new image. I don't know of any images. Let's see what time do we have? 7:18. All right, cool. Everyone's still here. Cool. So they want to, let's keep going. All right. So if I hit, all I have to do is hit publish. Okay, and I can publish this one right here. And if I click view, okay, you can view your image. Okay, so it just was looking like that in the display, but you can see it has my different background right here. So boom, our image, our website is done. Click for more details. Boom, they can opt in. You can give them that for free. All right, so now what I can do is if I want this page, so let me hit save. All right, and if I want to put this page on Facebook, okay, so if I want to create a Facebook fan page and create a tab where I can actually drive traffic and keep a person inside of Facebook, I simply click on this. And basically, I can just, you can see now we can add up to 10 different MITS pages to one fan page. All I gotta do is click add fan page. But also remember, if you do this, you have to be on your personal profile before you do that. So I'm gonna go back over, just go to my personal profile, go back over to MITS. Let me hit publish real quick here. All right, and we will add a page. So you can see now it just asked me to add the page I want to add. Just click on Ventree to add that template. And boom, guys, you can see we now have a capture page inside of Facebook. You guys have the power to give these away as MITS Level 3 members. All right, so if I go over to, if I go back to my fan page, so let me go over to my fan page and show you guys, you'll see that the little tab is over here now. All right, so what I can actually do is run ads to where I can do like campaigns and actually have people, when they like my page, actually directs them right to this page right inside of Facebook, and I can be generating a list and leads right inside of Facebook. And now you guys have the ability to give these type of pages away. Now I have the ability to, you can also, if you go to settings, okay, and you go to your apps, you can see here's the page, you can edit your settings, you can change your tab image. So you can see if you wanted to change the image to something else, it gives you the size. If you don't want it to have the MITS logo, you can put something like get leads. You can change the name of your tab there as well. And it just gets really fun. All right. So that's just an example of one of the things that you can give away. Raise your hand if you guys see value in that and being able to give that away. And not only give them away, but being able to use them to build your list and build that asset that we talked about and connect them with Facebook. Because listen, here's the deal. When you do this on Facebook, okay, you give basically, you get cheaper clicks because when you keep people inside of Facebook, you're able to get a lot cheaper clicks than you would driving them elsewhere. All right. So let's see we can do here. We can name it get leads. And let's go ahead and see what it looks like now. Come back over to your tab. You can add up to different, like 10 different ones. So now, let's say someone's on your fan page and they come over here and they see, oh, get leads, and they click on that. Now they're still inside of Facebook and you could be building your list right from inside of Facebook, guys. It's that easy. All right. So what I want to do right now in letting you guys up out of here is really just get you guys started with obviously go to myinternettrafficsystem.com, and also I want to open it up for Q&A. All right, so I'm gonna grab some water. I'm gonna stick around and answer any other questions that you may have. If you already have Marketing Mastery Kit, okay, which was the $19 product, you just need to log into the system and then you can go to level 2. You'll gain access to all of our products and be able to jump on our calls and start obviously really mastering traffic. But go ahead and type in your question in the control panel, and I will get to all of your questions that you have. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. And I also want to delete that page before I forget, because I don't want people actually opting into that yet. And while you guys are writing in your questions, I will we'll do that, and then we'll get into a Q&A. See, there it's gone now. All right, cool. Let me go back over to the group as well. All right, so again, if you guys want to get into our group, if you're here for the first time, just find My Internet Traffic System, and Vinny will let you guys in the group. If you have any questions, don't spam, because we have a zero tolerance, so don't spam your link or anything like that. We'll be good to go. How targeted is mobile marketing? Mobile marketing is extremely targeted, and one of the questions, guys, is how targeted is mobile? Mobile is very targeted. One of the things that makes mobile so targeted is the fact that people forget about tablets and mini iPads. Like, they think of only mobile as their phone. And most people now don't even use their desktop. So search traffic, there's a way for you to do search traffic. So when people are searching, like on the search engine on their tablet, you could have your ads show up. And tablets and iPads are considered mobile. And that's one of the advantages that we've had, is that we target people on tablets and iPhone and iPads, and there's no competition. But you can also, in terms of placing ads on apps and games, you can be targeted to where you can literally target it specifically to a specific zip code or city or state and only have ads show up just there. So it's definitely a great way to get leads. Great question. Someone said there's a typo in the link. I'm not sure if it's in the link. Are you talking about the link that we sent out to join? Check that link, Vinny, that you sent out. Awesome. Someone says, thanks, Vince. Look forward to working with you. Likewise. What is the industry average for conversions and clicks? Okay, here's the deal, guys. No one can tell you that. No one knows what the average is. People are all different. All I can tell you is that if you use some of the keyword strategies, and if you're targeting the right niche market and you're going after the right keywords, you're going to have much higher conversion rates than if you're doing, like I said, selling travel and trying to go after people in health and wellness. We have an advantage because we are teaching traffic, which we know that people need. So you're going to have a much higher conversion rate. So let me give you an example. Let me do a couple things I wanted to show. And this is kind of why I like to kind of wait to the end and get when people have jumped off, because I can see who the serious marketers are, and give you guys just a bonus for sticking around. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so check this out. All right, so when you're marketing, okay, you got, like we talked about, you got the ABCs, right? When you're in the C position, you can target people in other companies and you can target people in your own company. All right, because the way the MIT system works Okay, you're going to make 50% on every level. So let's say it's 197 here, and this is a monthly fee. Okay, and this is your license rights, and you're going to earn high-end commissions. So this is 997. So let's say that and that includes the phone team. That includes you being able to promote. You're the only ones, by the way, that can promote MITS pages as an affiliate. The only ones. We don't let anyone be an affiliate but level 3 members, which is a huge advantage. So check it out. If a person says, you know what, I like mitspages.com, how do I promote it? Then you say you got to be a level 3 member. So they join here, you make, about $9.50. You make roughly $100 here. You make about $500 here. Guess what? You just made almost $610, okay, literally from one person. So if you take that person that was saying that they had to make $35 a sale, okay, what if you just got one of those individuals a month, okay, that went 1, 2, and 3, okay? And then guess what? When that person joins your business, because when they go to their dashboard and they see a picture of you over here with the link to your opportunity, they click on that button, boom, now you just made a $35 sale and they're in your business on the back end. Okay, one of the reasons people are afraid to market their business is because it's very difficult to promote a product that only pays you $35 and spend money. You spend $100 on that product, okay, you can blow through your budget quickly if you're not converting correctly and you're not making sales. But if I'm making $9 and $10 and then $100 and then $500, and then if they buy traffic packages, and we have traffic packages as high as $4,000 or $5,000 in the MIT system, you could earn a $2,500 commission if a person buys our mentorship program, which is another product you can buy inside of the system. So imagine if you sell the $19, the $197, level 3, and then and someone buys our mentoring course that you refer. Okay, you just made, that's $3,000 right here. That's about $3,100 that you've made from one customer. Okay, this is how you create financial freedom. This is the part where your marketing becomes a revenue stream. So all you got to do is drive traffic, and guess what? Our phone team follows up with your leads for you. So we call and talk to your leads for you, explain to them the value of the system, get their questions answered. All you've got to do as a level 3 member is focus on one thing, driving traffic into the system. And guess what? It builds your network marketing companies because it'll promote it on the back end, and it gives you the ability to make high-end commissions. Okay, this is literally how you turn your marketing into a revenue stream. Okay, so for example, if you're making $10, okay, for every $19 sale, you literally can spend up to $10 to even break even on one lead. So if let's say it's costing you $1 per lead, and you get 3 sales. So let's go off of our number. Let's say that it's costing you $10, okay, to get 10 leads, and let's say you make 3 sales, okay. That would already pay you $30 because you would have made about $10 on each $19 offer. That's before they even went to level 3. Your marketing would essentially be free, if not profitable. Okay, do you understand how you have to know your numbers? Do you think I'm afraid to promote the MIT system, understanding how this funnel works, understanding that we know people need traffic and leads? My job is to be in the trenches, learn these strategies better than anyone else, and teach it to you. And all you got to do is learn them, implement them, and do the strategies I teach you to drive traffic into the system, not only for the system, but for your own business. Now you can teach your team. And now when the person's asking who should they join, you know that they should join you. They should join you. That's how that works. All right. So let's see. If you buy traffic, how quick can you be producing targeted leads? I mean, when we start getting clicks to your link, you'll be generating leads into the system immediately. I mean, but obviously with clicks, there's no guarantee on sales. We can't guarantee sales. Really, the way I want you to look at it, this is where we teach all of our level 3 members. This isn't a thing where, well, let me just sit back and then Vince is going to make sales for me. Where you want to look at it is like if we go back to the slide, and you guys remember like all the different products. So we had mobile, we had Facebook, we had Yahoo, we had, all these different products, right? You should be doing all of these strategies. And then me, I'm a traffic product. When you invest in that, it's just bonus. I'm driving clicks. You're doing Yahoo, you're doing Bing, you're doing Facebook, you're doing all these different methods. And it's just an extra marketing stream for you. Okay. You don't want to look at buying traffic as, oh, I'm just going to buy traffic and sit back and do nothing. Again, I want to teach you guys how to fish. And that means you should be able to generate leads and build your business forever. Okay, even without me being around. That's what it's all about. That's what a true leader and mentor wants to do. I don't want you dependent on me. I want you understanding how you can actually build a business for yourself. All right. Did you create the Facebook tab within Mit's page? It automatically created that Facebook tab when I created the page. Okay. So it creates that tab for you. You can create an image and you can change that tab if you want. I'm really pumped up after listening to you. How many days before I can set up and go to my first level? Okay, you can level up in the mid system right away. You can go in and go 1, 2, 3 within 1 second from your back office inside of the mid system. All right, so you don't have to wait to like go to the level. All right, you can go up right away. Let's see, get back over to the group. Can you tell me more about your traffic packages? Do you set up the campaigns to an affiliate link? Okay, so first off, we don't do any like solo traffic. I don't have anything against solo traffic. I heard someone say, oh, Vince doesn't like solo traffic. It's not that I don't like solo traffic. I just like to control and know exactly who's opting into my list. It just helps me on the back end. All right. So we do only the stuff that I teach you. So it's all paid targeted traffic. So we'll be setting up Facebook campaigns, Twitter ads, Yahoo, Bing search traffic, all the things that I teach. We basically put your link in a link rotator and you get clicks and they go into our system. And then our follow-up team follows up with the leads for you. We follow up with all of your leads with our phone team. We do everything for you. All you do is just drive the traffic and learn the strategies. So that's all you've got to do. All right, let's see. There's a few questions more specifically on marketing. I think some of you guys are members. Said I spent $100 and generated 53 leads, which is really good, by the way. Through mobile marketing platform, I couldn't really target by keyword. Am I doing something wrong? I would have to do that. That's something you want to ask me on our mastermind call if you're there. Is level 3 $9.97 a month? No, it's one time and it's $2.97 a year for you to maintain your license. So it's $9.97, gives you access to the entire system, allows you to promote MITS pages as an affiliate, as long as you're a paid MITS pages member. You also get our phone team, and obviously everything else that comes with being a MITS member. Shelly's awesome. Someone's saying I first heard of you when Shelly referred me. I should have joined you then. Will she still get credited? Just reach out to her and make sure you have her link because it's last cookie. So it's possible you could have clicked someone else's link. So just make sure she sends you a new one when you get started. And I will tell you, Shelly's awesome. She's probably I believe she was one of the case studies I showed on the webinar tonight. I want to go level 2, but when I click the link above, it just wants me to get level 1, which I have. I'd have to see what you're saying. I'm not sure what you mean, but we can look into that. Make sure you send in a ticket and we'll look into that if that's the case. Do I have to create my own website? No, we provide pages for you. We give you affiliate links and pages to send the traffic to emits and you make the sales. But again, you're speaking in terms of level 3. Level 1 and 2, you're just going to get in the system and learn the strategies and drive the traffic to whatever product you have. If you want to promote the MIT system, then you would go to level 3 and we would provide you with done for you websites and capture pages. Are your traffic options available for any affiliate system? No, I only drive traffic for MITs because I know it converts. That's why. If you're paying $29 for MITs, you have to be a level 3 member of My Internet Traffic System. So if you're a paying member of MITs Pages, you have to be a level 3 member in MITs to be able to refer it. Level 2 is $197 a month. For Bing, Yahoo, what kind of budget do you need to have? You can get started, I think, probably 25 bucks would be a good budget to start with. I mean, you can get clicks for 5 and 10 cents a click. Okay. The key to marketing is not how much money you're spending, it's how consistent you are with your marketing. Like not having money for marketing, I don't really buy that from anyone if they're on this webinar. That means you've got cable. That means you've got internet. You can scrounge up 50 bucks for your marketing a month if you have a business. If you have a business and you can't do that, you should probably be working a 9 to 5. Okay, because you can't build a business without any capital. Okay, people tell you you can build a business for free. They're lying to you because even if you do free marketing methods, it still takes time, which costs money. Time is money. If you join level 1, it depends on who you last click. I no longer really keep people under the. No one comes into the system under me. I normally place them under level 3 members, which is another advantage of being a level 3 member. So if someone just joins MITS without clicking an affiliate link, we'll place you on the team of a level 3 member. On some occasion, my link's out there. People do join on my link, but only time I utilize my affiliate links is when I'm testing different strategies. Good question. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Level 2 is $197 a month. It gets you access to every single traffic product that I've ever created and all of our future products, 4 coaching calls a month, and 4 live webinars as well. And it gets you one step closer to being a level 3 member. You have to go up. There's no going from 1 to 3. You have to be level 1, 2, or 3. And level 1 is pretty much any of our standalone products. So we have people that buy just the Facebook course that we promote. That person is basically considered a level 1 member. They can then go level 2. Awesome, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. A lot of great comments. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely, someone saying awesome that that I place sales under level 3s. Yeah, we don't keep anything under the company. Unless they come in under, like I said, one of my old affiliate links, but on occasion we get people that don't have an affiliate, we just place them right under a level 3 member. Appreciate it. People saying great webinar. Thanks for the webinar. I've enjoyed this. It's given me a lot to think about. Nothing to think about. It's about taking action. Let's make it happen. All right. This info is priceless. I'm excited. Enjoying level 1. Awesome. Congrats. Look forward to seeing you inside. Thanks for sharing your Facebook fan page marketing. Awesome value. No problem, my friend. Thank you for this webinar. Appreciate it. Thanks once again. I will be back when I can get some money. All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you when you're back here. All right, guys. I think I got most of the questions. My internet went down. Are you going to send out the replay? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to lower the hands here. Let's see. Did you guys get value tonight? Raise your hand if you guys got value in tonight's webinar. There's some things that you can take into your business and implement right away. Sweet. Sweet. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I look forward to having you guys in the system. Mondays, we have our live wake-up call, so stay tuned for that. Jump on that. That's where you can ask me some questions about the system. Tuesdays, we have our mastermind call with our level 2 and 3 members. And then Thursday, we have our practice call with level 2 and 3 members. You get to watch me set up ads live. I know you could be anywhere in the world, and I truly appreciate you guys for being here. It starts with action, guys. Tonight was your first step. Now it's about taking action. Stretch yourself, guys. It's important to really push yourself beyond what you think is possible, and you'll look back a year from now and you'll be like, man, what if I would have just pushed earlier? And that's my biggest thing in life. I never want to look back and realize that I didn't live my life to my full potential. All right. So again, take care, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye-bye.